Okay, so I have these blinds that are in my bathroom that have a few jacked up items on it. And it's kind of rusty at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it with a new one. So the first thing we want to do is we want to measure this all the way across here from here to here to find out how wide it is. And then we can make sure how long it is isn't as important, since we can have some thickness at the bottom here. We don't have to use the full length. But we want it to be close. We probably still want to measure from here up to here, but we don't have to have, when we get a new one, it doesn't have to be the exact same, because we can have some extra length at the bottom. So I've ordered my replacement, and the first step is going to be removing the old one. Okay. I don't know how well you can see this, but up behind there's a bracket that holds this in place. So this is where we need to go to unhook it.
Here are the existing brackets, and unfortunately, these style aren't going to work with my new blinds.
Alright, now it is out. So here's my replacement one, as well as the hardware that came with it to install it. First thing I'm going to do is take this out. We're going to see how we can install this one. Okay, and in this design, the two pieces that I really need to install are these two metal pieces. And these plastic pieces are optional at the bottom of where the blinds are. You can use to hold the bottom part in place, but it's really optional with this design. So the first thing I'm going to do is really make sure I get these ones installed, and hopefully I don't need to drill new holes because I can use the existing ones, but it'll all depend on the machining of and the hole placement of these versus the existing ones. So let's take out the existing mounts. Okay. Okay, so these are the two holes that the other bracket had, and unfortunately I can't use those because the new bracket goes all the way back, and it needs that to get the support. However, one thing I uncovered is that someone probably used to have one of these styles back there, because there are a couple holes on each side in the back, so I can reuse those holes. Well, at least one of them. As we can see, the bracket can only use one of the holes at once. It's not the same size, so I can put in just one hole that I'll have to drill in on each side. Okay, and to figure out where we're going to mark this, we're simply going to put the bracket up in place. Then we're going to use a pencil to mark where the other hole that we're going to drill is going to need to be. Alright, you're going to want to check your instructions to see if it tells you what size hole you need to drill. Mine don't, so yours might not either. So what we do in that case is we get a list of drill bits here. We take the screw that we want to do it, and we try to match it up so that the drill is actually a little bit smaller than the screw that we're going to be using is. So I'm thinking one of these two should be fine in my case. I'll start with the 5/64. Then we want to do the same to the other side. Alright, now we can screw in our brackets. Alright, one bracket in. Now we got to do the same thing to the other one. Once I get this part way up, not all the way up, I like to start the second one while the bracket has a little bit more wiggle room. Just to make it a little easier here. Okay, now both of our brackets are on. So now we're good to install our shade. Because the bracket is spring activated, I just need to push it on there and then back and lift. There we go.